I'll just get the chat up while these come in and say good morning to me. I've got my iron brew today, so you'll hear this noise. Right, where are we? There. Sound down, live chat, put it on live chat, remember everyone. There we are. There we go. Good morning, sweet Gemma. Kage Amato. I hope I'm saying your name right. Good morning to you. And welcome to the chats. Welcome to the chats. It's always nice seeing new people. Haley, good morning. Good morning, Scout. Good morning, my sweet Sky. I've actually done my hair again. Claire, good morning to you. This is permanent. This is a permanent bit of blue I've put in, because the other one was semi-permanent, so they're just washed out. So I've done it this colour. But see, when I have my hair up, it's going to be really nice just having the blue. Good morning, Randy. Good morning to you. Okay, we've got 9 people in. That's good. Beth, good morning, lovely Beth. Beth, to tell you the truth, I haven't heard what it is. What are we still in lockdown? Thank you very much. I'm glad you like my hair. I'm glad I like the blue myself. I feel a bit rock star with it. So I got a surprise yesterday, and I don't know who it's from. So whoever sent me these gifts, thank you. Oh my God, Beth, you're joking, to the end of April. Well, see if as long as it works. I mean, we've went this far. Another couple of months. If it works, then that's the main thing. But I was hoping that my swimming would be open sooner. Pip, good morning to you, lovely Pip. I suppose we've got to do what we've got to do. There's the end of April though, my God. Another 2 months. Well, there you go. So yesterday I was sitting, I got a surprise, an Amazon package, and I was like, what did I order now? Thank you, Randy. I thought, what did I order now? And I opened it up, and one of my beautiful little berries sent me this. Good morning, sweet Fraser. Wait till you see this. It's beautiful. It's all matte lipsticks. So this will be in a video. I'll have this in a video. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you very, very much, whoever sent me that. But they didn't just send me that. They sent me this as well, which I'm going to use on you today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pamper you. I hope you are sitting nice and comfortable, because you're going to get brushed with all these. Look at all these pretty, pretty brushes. Wasn't that? So whoever sent me this, thank you so much. That was very kind of you. I wasn't expecting anything. And when I got it, I was like, oh my goodness, that's really, really kind. So these will be featured obviously in videos. But what I'm going to do is, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to go through all these brushes, because they've all got paper. It's not paper, it's cellophane, would you call that? Wrappers on it. And I'll take them off, but I'll brushes at the same time. How's about that? That's what we're going to do this morning. I'm going to brushes. It's about time you get pampered. Now, the first thing I'm going to use on you is, I've never seen, I was showing my mum this. I've never seen this product before. So there you go. Look at this brush. It's actually a bit of plastic, so you can really tribble. It's like a tribble, so you can scoop your foundation. For a lady my age, that's what we scoop it and apply, scoop it and apply. So you are getting that this morning. You're going to get this on you this morning. This is what's going to happen to you. I'm going to relax you live like this, and if there's anything you want to talk about. But that lockdown to Lockdown, end of April, I don't know. Yes, scoop it and apply. Scoop, apply. Scoop, apply. I've never seen that before, but so that must be what it's for. Oh, it could be used for face masks. Maybe it is for face masks. It's the first time I've ever seen it before. But really, you could get right into your pores with this. But it's going to be good to use on you in ASMR videos. You know, but trowel it on. Apply. Hey. Oh, see, I'm desperate for my swimming pool to open. I'm desperate to, see when I go back up, it'll be luxurious, just bathing in the water. It'll be wonderful, and seeing all my wee people again. Because as I say, there's a lot of older ladies and gentlemen that I say good morning to, you know, just talk about the weather and stuff like that. And my fingers are crossed that they're still there. I mean, these thoughts go through my mind. I hope that everybody's all right. Right, next brush. Ooh, this is a fluffy brush. Ooh. Oh, this is beautiful. Again, in fact, look at how pretty. So that you're going to be getting all this on you, so you're on Saturday. I'm trying to think, what am I using? Oh, I'm using a new palette on you. Surprise, surprise, on Saturday. There's a new palette. Yes, La Rura. I've got blue in my hair now. Blueberry comes with blue. But see if I put my hair like this part up, you see the blue a bit more. Hold on a minute. Get the blue. Look, I've not got it right, but see when I've got it like this, you see more blue, but I just wanted a wee bit of colour. I don't want it all over my head. Just in the front there, just to frame my face. Frame it. Good morning, sweet Angela. Good morning. Laurora, good morning to you. I didn't say good morning, did I? That was very rude of me. I hope you are all going to have a nice Thursday. Nearly at the weekend. The weekends, I can almost taste my flavouring. So I can. Thursday night. See, with this I can't really make sounds because it's my camera. You see, it's my phone I'm using, so I can't really make a lot of sounds, but we'll do this anyway. Let's see this brush. Ooh. Another nice one. This could actually, you could get underneath your eye with this. Or under your brow. See, I don't know what the brushes are meant for. I just use them the way I want to use them. See, a lot of the makeup artists will say, this is a Morphe 512 and use a Morphe 25. I don't know what the brushes are. I just use this big fluffy one. Use the big fluffy one, that'll do. I got a message. I said to my mum, this is when you know you've got a problem. I got a message this morning on my phone saying, your delivery from the superstore will be delivered on Friday. And I'm telling, I don't know what I ordered. The only thing I did order was batteries from Amazon for all my lights. So I don't know if it was from Amazon. I can't remember if I've bought anything. See, that's lockdown. That's what it is. You're sitting in lockdown and you see adverts and go, here, I could use that blender. I could use it. I need a new toolkit. That's what I need. A new hammer and stuff like that. You start buying things. So it's a complete surprise what's going to be happening tomorrow. Could just be my batteries though. It might be Pip because do you know how much I am in batteries? £30. I kid you not, because I've got lights everywhere. So I've got lights in here, I've got lights in my bathroom, I've got lights in my kitchen, and they all take either AA, AAA, or the coin batteries. So, and the multi packs I get is £10 a go. So but I like my lights. What can I say? I like to have lights. I should maybe have ones that plug in though. That might save me money. Laurora, me and my mum. Do you want to hear our conversation in the morning? Sometimes, Angela, good morning. Did I say good morning, Angela? I'd say good morning again. If I didn't say it, I'm sorry. Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, me and my mum's conversation in the morning is hilarious because I'm sitting and I'm talking about her about something and then I'll go, what was I saying, Mum? And she'll go, I can't remember what you were saying. And then she'll start talking about something to do with her garden or the fence, blah, blah, blah. And then she'll stop and she'll go, what was I talking about there? That's the way our conversation goes in the morning. I don't know if it's just we're getting old or if there's something going on with our mental health here. It could be. I'm going to just brush these like this. This is what's going to happen today. So we're going to get all of this done to you. Elle, good morning to you, lovely Elle. Yeah, well, I'll show you my. I don't think have you ever seen the lights in my toilet. I'll show you my toilet, right? See, I've got these lights here. That's 3 sets there. I've got a wee owl here that needs batteries. I've got them. They need batteries. I'll show you my toilet one. Now, hold on, I'll flip these round. Right. See, I've got that wee thing there. I've got one up there. This is my wall from around the world. It's all postcards. And I've got wee things all over it. And I've got 3 sets of lights there. Guys, look. I've got a problem. I've got a wee light there. I've got a light there. I've got a light there. I've got lights there. Right, that's the bathroom. This is how This is how I spend so much on batteries. Here I've got my wee bottle, my wee house, and that thing, and in my cupboards, I've got my wee lights as well. Isn't that terrible with the toilet roll? And then in here, I've not got the ones on. I've got lights up there, and I've got lights around my dressing table. So that's how many lights I've got. Did you see the toilet roll? Did you see that? That was a disgrace, wasn't it? I'll plug these in. Did you see them out in a toilet roll in that disgrace? I bet you a lot of you are like, see her, I've had enough of her. I think, do you know what I'm doing? I'm, what do you call it, flexing. You know how some people come on YouTube and they flex and they show their cash? I've not got cash, but I was flexing my toilet roll there. Did you see how many I've got? Oh yeah, the birthdays in lockdown is terrible. In fact, Amanda's birthday's in April. I've not seen Amanda this year at all. Not seen Amanda at all. Yes, I'm well prepared. I'm well prepared for a toilet emergency. So that's all the batteries, that's all the lights I've got. So to keep all the lights running, that's how much it costs me like a month for all the batteries. But I love all my lights, they make me feel warm and cosy. I'll do some noises for you this morning. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh. I smell everything, even brush smells nice. No, I just leave them on all the time. That's how I go through them so much. So see, at night time, I don't need to turn my main lights on. I've got that many lights that it's like wee night lights, so the place is always illuminated. I love the Revolution makeup very much. I really do. Well, you've seen how much here I've got. I've got loads of it. Because it's really good price wise and the quality is brilliant. The only thing I didn't like about them is their glitter palettes. I didn't like them. In fact, we see when I done the unboxing of the glitter palettes, see when I turned the palette upside down, the product actually fell out the pan. It was actually just falling out the pan. It was so soft, it was just falling out. It was, I didn't, I don't really like the glitter. I prefer, what is it? I can't remember what's the bloody name of it. Urban Decay Moon Dust. Couldn't remember the name of that palette. That's a good glitter palette. I like that brush, so you'll be getting that as well. You'll be getting that too. I'll be having another Chinese delivery, but I eat it on a Sunday now, which is good. Because that Saturday when I thought I was dying, honest to God. I've got a nice spoolie. This will be your spoolie. I'll keep this in your wee dish. Try to make noises for you. Curl your eyelashes. Like that. There's my son wakened. He must have a university class. He was in an important meeting the other day. He had an interview with him and his class had an interview with someone that was the head of Virgin Bank that does the cyber security there. So he had an interview with this man and he was talking to the man. He said he was asking him loads of questions and stuff like that. So that was good. So I would love him to get into something like that. And he would love it. If he'd done that, then he'd maybe be able to take his mum to Disney. See, I wouldn't mind that. No, well, everybody wants their child just to have something that they enjoy. And he's always loved like cyber security stuff. Thank you, Shannon. And did I say, oh, I did say good morning, didn't I? I said good morning. Good morning, Pierre. He's in the toilet. He's messing up my bathroom. That's what he's doing. Oh, there's a brush down. So that's the only thing I can think I've ordered. I don't know why it said Superstore. Well, it's a complete surprise what I'm getting tomorrow. I'll let you know on Saturday if it was anything good. I'm sure it was just batteries I ordered. My son's 19, he'll be 20 in October. Can't believe he was 20. I was married at 19. Thank you, Sky. Thank you very much. Good morning, sweet Kayla. Good morning. You are getting pampered this morning, so just sit back and relax and get brushed off me. Because somebody sent me this wonderful brush set and lipstick. I wish there was no card inside, so I don't know who it was. So whoever it was, thank you very, very, very much. Do you know what else they sent me that was with this kit that I'm not going to use? Maybe I should use it on you. Look, this is an object that I'll need to keep away from me when I'm having some flavouring. It's a blade. So already I went round there and done a bit of that. So, and here I've done a bit of here as well. But it's, it should be kept away from me when um, when the flavouring's happening, because we never know what's going to go on. Yes, these are going to get pampered this morning. That's what's going to happen. So this is a mystery object. I'm going to try it with my foundation, see what it's like. In fact, I'm going to use it in news as well. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all this on a Saturday. But I've got a nice new palette for use on Saturday to use. And I've got other products. I'm always getting new stuff. Studying is hard, Laurora. It's really hard. But see, when he's in his class, all I can hear is laughter coming from his room. I can't remember ever laughing in school. And I'm a giggler. Everybody knows that I'm a laugher. My biggest fan's already been in and gave me a thumbs down. That was very kind. Thank you very much. It all matters in the YouTube statistics or analysis or whatever the hell it's called. Yes, the silicone thing for applying face masks. I'd never thought of that because it feels nice and cold. And I suppose you could really press it in into all of your pores and stuff like that. But I was saying to my mum, it must be to put foundation on, like a tribble. I says to her, I need that, by God, at my age. I need it. I need some of that. I need to apply it thick. A thin layer. Do you know, there was years and years I never wore foundation. It was just a bit of eyeliner. I had a quad of eyeshadow. I had a mascara and I had a blusher and a couple of lipsticks, and that was all I had makeup wise for years and years and years. Now look at me. I'm up to my neck in it, but I love it. These are lovely and soft, these brushes as well. Beautiful. I've still got more. This is a nice wee angled brush. This is great for doing underneath your eyes. So you just actually put the product right here on the tip, and then you can get right under your eye here like that. That's good for. But you could use it for whatever you wanted. You could use it even for your brows if you wanted. A librarian sky. Oh, that'd be beautiful. What a job that'd be. That'd be a very interesting job. I wish you all the best for your exams. Angela, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful day and a really good Thursday. And tomorrow is Friday. Everyone, it's Friday tomorrow. Here, I wonder if we'll have another repeat of the shenanigans that was last Friday with the neighbours fighting. Just shows you how nosy I am. I chap my son's door and went, there's stuff going on outside. So the two of us are at the window like that. What's going on? Can you see the police? Is the police there yet? Right, this is like a foundation brush that people use. I know that. Oh, it's lovely and soft. Pip, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be an astronaut. All my life I wanted to be an astronaut, but I've no education as such. I'm not even going to come on here and pretend that I've got A levels, no levels, and all the rest of it. I had no education as such. I was in hospitals the majority of my childhood, so learning stuff wasn't really. Living was more a priority for me than lessons. And when I went back to school, they'd all moved on for whatever topic they were on when I was there, and the teacher never had time to sit and catch me up on exams or anything like that. So the teachers just lost interest in me, which was fine because I just used to sit and watch like pigeons out the window and dogs mating in the playground and stuff like that. That's what I'd spend my time in school doing. And then when I went to high school, we used to hang about Smoker's Corner. See what a bad girl I was. Smoker's Corner. We used to hang about. I'm a terrible person, I know. But that was back in the 80s. That's what we used to do. I was in that group because there was like groups in school. You get the SWATs, we called them. That was the people like my son that was really into their lessons and enjoyed their lessons and stuff. That's what he would be. And then you got like the girls that were like the girls in Greece, you got them, and then you got us that hung around hung around Smoker's Corner kissing and stuff. Because I was going with my ex-husband at that time. We were when I was in high school, we were going out, and that's what we used to do: kiss, and smoke round the Smoker's Corner. But the teachers all knew. But what could they do? There was nothing they could do about it. And we must have been reeking of the smoke. Marianne, thank you so much for saying that. You've made me very happy. Thank you very much, Marianne. And welcome to the chat. Elle, yes, we had a corner, so we did. From Canada, beautiful Canada. Well, I've got Canadian blood in me. My dad was born in Canada. So I'm half Canadian, I suppose you would say. Boffin, what a beautiful word that is, Pip. I was a complete boffin. What does boffin mean? What does boffin, I'm going to do this one now. What does boffin mean? I don't know what that means. Is it like a Ned? Because that's what, I was a Ned. In school, as I say, I actually got out of school 6 months early because I took the mechanical engineering course in college. I was better at that kind of thing. A SWAT, right, okay. I didn't know what it was, but see, you've educated me today. Yeah, I left 6 months early so I could go and do mechanical engineering, which I loved doing. I loved doing that. See, hands-on thing, I'm better than it than sitting in a classroom. But I've also got that thing that when I read sometimes the jumbles up, it's weird to explain. Sometimes I look at a word and it looks backwards to me. And it's not just words, it's numbers as well. I can look at 67 and it looks like 76, and it's just this weird thing with my brain. Sweet Sky. Dyslexia, I think it's called. I think that nobody's ever diagnosed me with it because I've never seen about it. But I'm doing better now. I read quite good now. But do you know, I've only ever read 3 books or something, 3 or 4 books in my whole lifetime. That's all. And even then, I was really happy that I managed to read the books. But that was round about the time I had the mad stalker. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you very much. A SWAT is someone that sticks in at school and does all their schoolwork and things like that. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you very much, Rise. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you very much. That was round about the time that I had the mad postman stalker. Remember I told you? That went on for a couple of years. And it was scary as anything. I was terrified of this man. And it all started with the Da Vinci Code. Believe it or not, the Da Vinci Code it all started with. It came to my door one day. He went to school with my brother, you see. He went to school with my brother. And that's how we started the conversation. And then he said something about the Da Vinci Code. And I said, oh my God, I've read that book. Because I was so proud of myself. I've read that book. I've read the Da Vinci Code. And we started talking about the Da Vinci Code. So that was it. That was it. I don't know if that was me leading the guy on. In fact, one day he says, can I get a drink of water? I'm really thirsty. And I was making the kids some diluting juice. And I said to him, I'm just making some diluting juice. Would you fancy a diluting orange? And he went, yes. Right, so I gave him his juice anyway and he went away. And that was him. He chapped my door every single day. It didn't matter if I had a package or a letter, it didn't matter. He was doing that. He was stalking me. He was hiding round the corner waiting for me to come back from nursery. Peter was in nursery at the time. And he'd be hiding round the corner waiting on me. And he would come to the door and he would say weird things like, one day he came to my door and he said, smell my jacket. Right? That's never happened to me before. And I went, what? He said, going to smell my jacket. And I kind of leaned in and I didn't sniff up, but I pretended to sniff. I went, it's all right. He went, because some of the guys were saying it was stinking. Right? And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like that. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is just weird. So then he kept champing the door. And he was posting things like sweeties through the letterbox. And he had befriended my big Dalmatian at the time. So he wasn't going to he wasn't going to attack the man if the man came into the house. And he was posting things through the door, and I was panicking with this. He was, and he chapped the door and he would say things like, "Your neighbours will think I fancy you." Right? He was be saying stuff like that, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, get away!" And it'd be the Da Vinci Code, Da Vinci Code, Da Vinci. See, at the end of it, I was like, I can't stand listening to any more about the bloody Da Vinci Code. And then the worst thing that happened was, he said he was at my door and he was dancing. And he said, can I use your toilet? I'm bursting. Can I use your toilet? Good morning, fat binger. Thank you very much for coming into the chat. Welcome. Can I use your toilet? And I said, are you okay? Right. So he goes into my toilet. I swear, he must have been in there about 20 minutes. He was in the toilet. I'm in the living room going, God, he's been in there 20 minutes. The man's been in there 20 minutes. I got to the stage I was thinking, I'm going to need to chat the door and go, you okay in there? Like that. He was in there that long. Eventually he comes out and he's standing in my living room with his hand like that, kind of like the naked lady pose. And he said, how much was your cable? What much do you pay for cable and stuff like that, right? And I was just wanting him out the house. So I'm standing up, I'm trying to get him out the house. I don't know if he thought I was going to grab him and kiss him and say, I've been waiting in this opportunity to happen. So eventually I get the man out of the house and I'm in a state. I'm going into my toilet. I bleached that whole toilet. See my toothbrush get binned because I thought that's been up that man's ass. It get binned. The toothbrushes get binned. We got new toothbrushes that day. The towels they get boiled and everything. So it was terrible. And then me phoning my mother, and I told her the scenario, right? And my dad's shouting in the background. He's chomping at the bit. I don't know what that means, right? The man's chomping at the bit. I think that just means he's gagging for it, right? Chomping at the bit, the man. So I told my mum, and she went, you know what he was doing in the bathroom, don't you? And I was going, Mum, don't you start. I'm thinking like hand things with his hand, right? I'm thinking. And she came out with this. She says, he was looking for knickers. Right? No. My mum said, I went, what? She went, that's what they kind of people do. And I'm going, what kind of people? What kind of people? There was no knickers in the toilet, Mum. Thank God, because he'd have been away with them. So eventually, my dad eventually put in a complaint, and the man either get moved for his route or something like that, right? So about a month later, it was snowing, and the kids, it was Sophie and Amanda, they were out playing in the snow, and he stays what, 3 or 4 miles away from me. He stays, right, and he had no friends that stay up next to me or anything like that. I know that for a fact. So the girls are out playing, and they come in for the outside, and they say, do you know who I was talking to? And I went, oh, who were you talking to? the postman. And I thought, he's coming up to my house at night time, trying to peek in the windows. It was, I'm telling you, it went on for a couple of years, and it was the most scary thing ever for me. And see, when you're in that situation, you think to yourself, I've egged them on by doing something. And I was thinking to myself, it's because I gave him the orange juice. It's my fault because I gave the man orange juice. MD, a court of law would say, well, you enticed him with the orange juice, didn't you? Where I was just being a nice person. Even now when I see a bloody postman, my blood runs cold. Well, I don't know. I think I don't know about that cognate net. I like Elon Musk though. We were talking about him yesterday, funny enough, and it was Peter was talking to my mum on the phone, and he was talking about like the new spaceship Elon Musk's making and all this kind of stuff, and my mum says he's had a few wives, hasn't he, Elon Musk, like that? And I said, well, he could have a Scottish one if he wanted. Come in, Elon, come into the bungalow. That's all the brush is done, but I'll keep brushing these anyway. It'll be a nice fluffy brush. What one will I use? This one's the best fluffy one. Yeah, Elon, if you're watching, phone. Phone me. I'll be waiting. I'll be in all day, Elon. I know you'll be busy with all your millions of pounds and all that and your spaceships. Oh God, I'd love to be amongst, see, if I was amongst all that kind of stuff, the spaceships and stuff. I wouldn't even want money for it. Just let me in. Let me in. NASA. Gemma, I didn't want the man. The thing is, see, because I'm too soft. And back in the day when I was married, I was really soft. I had no spine whatsoever. And I used to let people just walk over the top of me. That was one of my problems. I couldn't say no to anyone. I couldn't just say no and things like that. And I didn't want the man to lose his job with phoning in and doing all that. And my mum kept saying, you're going to need to phone. I'm going, I don't want the man to lose his job. I just want him to leave me alone. And he knew I was married and all that. That didn't faze him at all. But see, having him in the house, and I thought, while he was in the toilet, I was thinking, this man could come out with a bloody knife and attack me. And I've invited him in the house. I thought to myself, see if he ever comes to my door again going, I'm bursting, can I use your toilet? I was going to just say, my toilet's broke, I'm waiting on a plumber. You need to go in the bushes or something. That's where you belong, actually. See, Sky, I know that now, but see, back when I was married, I was very timid. Let's say that, and this man, I'd always blamed myself for everything. I felt as if I was rubbish. I felt as if I was no good. I didn't know what I liked, what I enjoyed, what I wanted to eat, what my hobbies were. I was just a wife and a mother, and that's all I was. So, and then I blamed myself for everything. So when that happened, I thought it's because I gave him a bloody glass of orange juice instead of giving him a glass of water. Hi, sweet Sam. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Beautiful comments today. Thank you. But that was so scary. So, see, when I see stalker things like on YouTube, oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Let's say that. And see, before people would laugh at stalkers and things like that and go, I wish I had a stalker. You definitely don't. You definitely don't. You can't sleep at night. I was hiding behind my curtain when the door would go. He'd be putting his hand through the letterbox and all that. It was so weird, the stuff that this guy was doing. He put a wee matchbox through the door with a sweetie inside it. that's probably been up his ass. Good morning, lovely Stuart. Good morning. Yes, guys, so don't ever give them the orange juice. I never went to the police. I didn't tell. The only people that knew was my parents and my ex-husband. I was frightened. I didn't want to get the man arrested or anything like that. And I didn't want to tell on the man in case he'd come down and go, you got me arrested and snatch me away or something. I was terrified. I didn't know what he was going to do. I mean, the whole smell my jacket thing was like, people don't do that. See, if I had a jacket that smelled like shit, right, and I was going about going, my jacket smells a bit like shit, I wouldn't say to somebody, going to do me a favour and smell that. Right, I wouldn't be doing that. My mum said it was because he just wanted me close to him, which made me freak out. It was terrible. And as I said, this went on for a couple of years. And the whole time it was the Da Vinci Code, or my beloved Celtic football team, because he used to be in the same school as my brother. And my brother says he hung up with this guy for one day and realised he was an asshole, and never hung about with him again. But he latched onto me saying that he was my brother's best friend, and he was in a kind of fantasy land or something like that, the man. And even when I first came on and spoke about it on YouTube, I was frightened because I thought, see, he's watching this. He'll know it's him. He'll know it's him. But do you know something? See, if he was to come to the door now, I've got a backbone now, and I'll be able to tell him to F off. I'd be able to say to him. Back in the day, I had no backbone. I wasn't the person I am now. I wasn't the person I am now. Oh my goodness, Angela. Oh my goodness. See, we don't have coyote. We've got foxes. We've got foxes round about here. Alithia, yes, I know. Did I say good morning? I hope I said good morning to you. Good morning, Alithia. I hope I'm saying your name right, but it was horrible. And there was one day when I drove down my old street, there was like a long road going down, right, and I could actually see where my house was. So as I was driving down this long road, I could see him at the end. A couple of doors away from me, there was like a little in shot, but he was there, and he seen me coming down the hill, and I seen him going in like that, and I thought, oh my God, he's there and he's waiting on me, so that when I get out the car, he can talk to me. So instead of going all the way down the street, I pulled into another street. And I sat there with Peter in the car. He was in nursery. He was in the car. And I was sitting there going, oh my God, no. I'm thinking myself. I sat there for about 10 minutes and I thought, right, he should be away now. He'll be definitely away now. And I reversed the car. And as I went down the street, he was standing there at the phone box. I could see his face was absolutely raging with me. Like that. And I didn't even acknowledge him. I just drove into the street and I was like, oh my God, he's going to kill me. That's the way I felt. That's where I felt. See, I didn't want it turning into that he was angry, because he's the kind of guy that would snatch you. It was a horrible, horrible time. But he ruined that book for me. That was the whole point of this story. That was one of the books I was very proud of myself because I read the book. And just because I read the book and somebody spoke about it, I felt, here, I read that book. You know, I was all happy with myself. And I gave him the wrong impression, obviously, that he thought that I was after him. He must have been fantasising and stuff like that. Oh my God. Some nights I couldn't sleep. Some nights I couldn't sleep. Some nights I'd be wide awake. I'd be thinking to myself, is he outside watching in the window? I mean, is he going to snatch one of the kids? See, when Sophie and Amanda came in and said, guess who I was talking to, the postman? And I looked at my ex-husband and I told he was going to batter him or something like that. I told him not to. But even then, I think if it was the other way about and there was a girl stalking my ex-husband, and And he told me not to do anything. I'd say to him, right, okay, I'll not do anything. I'd be out there looking for her. I'd be out there looking for her. Get away from my house, you. There'd be some kind of confrontation. But it was my dad. My dad phoned up the depot. I don't even know if he got fired or not. I just know that he stopped going round my area. Oh my goodness, Sam. And I don't know if you're the same, but I blamed myself. And I think my ex-husband kind of said it was, well, I don't know if he said it was my fault, but the whole giving them orange juice and talking to him, encouraging them. I heard that a lot, and I felt as if I didn't encourage him. I just didn't want to be rude, because he kept saying, just shut the door and say F you, and things like that, and I never done that. So I blamed myself for a long time. Thought it's my fault for giving them orange juice and letting them use the bathroom and stuff like that. But it was horrible. It was a horrible time. My wee pal that stays along there, funny enough, she's got a house along there, and the two of us used to stay in the same road before. I used to go and tell her all about it as well. She knew he was a creep. She knew he was a creep as well. Good morning, sweet Robbie. Sky, I'm sure you'll be alright. I'm sure you'll be alright. It was just this one guy that latched a hold of me, and I was excited about reading a book. That's how it all started. Good morning, lovely edge of the ASMR. I hope you have a lovely Thursday. I'm brushing you today. We're doing some brushings. That's what I'm doing on you. But my advice to anybody that's in that situation now would be to go to the police immediately. That's what my advice would be. And I know that you'll be thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't waste our time. It's not wasting our time. When I think about what could have happened, he could have snatched one of my kids. He could have snatched me. He could have stabbed me to death when he was in the bathroom and he came out. There's a lot of things that could have went drastically wrong with that whole scenario. And I never even wrote it down. That's another thing. See if that's happened to you, document it. Document it every single day what happens. Write the date, the time it happened, what happened. Document the whole lot and go to the police. You're not wasting their time. And honestly, the sooner that you stop this, the better. Because as I say, it went on for a couple of years for me. It went on way too long. I think this guy thought I was secretly sending him messages. This is what it was like. And posting things through my door, sweeties, and oh my God, it was horrific. A library would be a wonderful job. Yes, Alithia, that's the way this man was. I think he was always a loner, and he latched on. I don't know, Peter.
Yeah.
Can you remember the stalker postman?
The stalker postman.
Aye, see, he can still remember it. It was horrible, wasn't it? Wait a squeeze, this is so cute. Oh, it was a horrible time. Can you remember that the girls came in and said, guess who I was talking to when it was snowing?
No.
Can you not remember that? It was snowing and the two of them were out playing in the snow, and they came in and guess who I was talking to out there, the postman? He could have snatched my kids. Yes, and that's another thing, me not saying anything, he could have went away and done something to someone else, and it would have been my fault. I would have blamed myself forever for that. But see, if he ever finds me today, I've got a bit of a backbone now, and I can say stuff that I couldn't before, and he'd be getting told he'd be getting told to get away from my gate. That's what he'd be getting told. I'm looking forward to using this thing. It's lovely and cool. Oh my goodness, Sam. Oh my goodness. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Um, you know, the when they're doing this stalking thing, it can go way too far. We're not allowed pepper spray. Pepper spray's illegal here. We're not allowed it, but it's perfume. A squirt of perfume in the eye wouldn't go amiss. We've not got pepper spray. That's how everybody in Scotland owns a baseball bat, as I've said before. Everybody owns a baseball bat, but no baseball. we've all got a baseball bat somewhere. But here, remember, I had a kosh. Remember the kosh I didn't know it was illegal, I swear. I didn't know that I was smuggling a illegal weapon. This was when I was, what age was I? 18 or 19 or something like that. No, I was 19. It was when I got married. And we went to Greece for our honeymoon. And there was a shop that had all sorts of weapons in it, right? Throwing stars and crossbows and all these things in it. And I knew that the throwing stars and stuff like that was illegal. But they had this thing that was like it was about that size, right? And you flicked it like that, and a metal pole would come right out like that, like a metal pole, like that. And we thought that'd be a good decoration. And I bought it, and it was all wrapped in wrapping paper, and I came home with it and everything like that. And family members came up, and we were showing them the stuff that we had got. And I says, look at this thing, and I done that, and they were all going, oh, you never brung that home, did you? And I was going, what's wrong with it? They're going, that's illegal. You're not meant to have that. It's illegal. I don't know. I think I put it in the bin. I've not got it now. I've not got it now. But there you go. I didn't know. I'd have been jumped on in customs. I'd have been rubber glove time for me. Yes. Yeah, it's illegal here. You're not allowed pepper spray or anything like that. Sky, I was the same. I wouldn't say boo to MD. People could walk all over me back then and I would just take it. I swear to God, I would just take it. People were saying bad things, I wouldn't have been able to do YouTube back then, that's for sure. I, 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 I was a shadow of myself now, that's what I was. And I just used to let people treat me badly. So I did. And but now I've got a bit of a backbone, Sky. You're going to have that because that's what we're teaching in this chat. We're teaching power, and you've got the power to do it. And see, when you do things that and say there's a situation and you're like, I'll just say yes, say no, and you feel empowered. Like, there, I said no. It's okay to say no. It's okay if somebody's asked you for something. It's all right to say no. And see if people annoy you. It's all right to tell them to do one. Do you know what I mean? But it caught me at a bad time in my life, I suppose, as well. And I let it go on way too long. But if that ever happens to you, I'm telling you, document everything and go to the police. Even my mental health suffered badly with that. So I say, even now when I see a postman, that's the one uniform I can't stand. We all know I like a bit of uniform. Can't stand it as seeing the post office uniforms. Even if they've got all my makeup, I still don't like. Oh, get away from my door. But Sky, you're going to, in any situation, Sky, I'm going to give you some of me, right? And it's going to be me that's going to be in your head, and you can do it. You can say no, and you can assert yourself positively, strongly, like the strong lady that you are. Sometimes, see if you could keep telling yourself you can't do it and you're too shy and all the rest of it, you will be. So change that in your brain into you can. See, when you say you can't, change it into you can, and you'll be powerful and you'll feel great and all that. That's what to do. That's what I want all of you to do. Yes, that's what they do. They see. I didn't want the man to lose his job. That was the whole thing with me. I didn't want MD to lose their job over me. You know what I mean? But it was clearly it was. I mean, he never even had a package or a letter or anything, and he used to chat my door every single day. Every day. Horrible. You're welcome, Sky. I'll be in your head, and I know Em would be as well. Beautiful Em. I hope she's okay today. I'll do a couple more brushes and then I'll leave it for today. So thank you again, whoever sent me these. I wish I knew who sent me them. These beautiful lipsticks, wait to show you them. They're all matte. That's what you're going to look like on Saturday, right? In fact, I'll even put a hat on you. How's that? See, on Saturday, I'm going to make you all look like her. Even if you're a gentleman, you'll look like her, but you can wash your makeup off after I've done it. Let's have a look. So there's some beautiful colours in here. Look. That's what I always wear, the red. But it's going to be good having some neutral nude shades. And it makes a good sound. Better not have been a postman. He doesn't know where I've moved the dress now. So he doesn't know where I stay. He doesn't know where I stay. And see, even if he did, I'd tell him to F off, never come to my door again. See, if I see you at my door, I'm phoning the police. That's what I would say. Like that. Forcefully I would say it. Don't ever chat my door again, I would say to him. If I see you round about lurking behind bushes or anything like that, I'm phoning the police. And my son would be right out there as well. He would protect me. And my Jack Russells, he didn't know my Jack Russells. He knew my big Dalmatian. My big Dalmatian, Harvey's name was. He was a big sook, so he was. He was a big dog, but he was just a sooky dog. So, you know, there was no fight. But Jack Russells, they can be nippy. He'd have a couple of them stuck to his ankle. And pigeons pecking hell out of them. I'd set the pigeons. There's my lovely Keely. Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful Keely. I hope you're doing good. Yes, but see, even if I didn't have Peter in the house, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. See, before I was scared. I'm not scared at all. I'm not scared at all. I'm a changed person. I've turned into me. That's what I've turned into. And it's great. See when you've been like that for years and years and years and not knowing who you are or what you enjoy or what you like to eat. What time do I want to go to my bed? At what time do I want to wake up? All this kind of stuff. What way do I want my house? What do I want to spend my money on? All of this kind of stuff. It's what, even at my age, it's like life begins at 49. No, life began around about, well, what age was I about? 43 or something like that, 43, 44, when life began for me. Not that my ex-husband was ever abusive or anything like that in any way. I hope none of you think that, because nothing like that ever happened. We just didn't love each other anymore. That's what happened in that situation. But he was never a violent man or he would never lift a hand to a woman or anything like that. It was just we fell out in love with each other. That's just what happens sometimes. But he was never bad to me, so don't think that that's the reason that we got a divorce or anything like that, because it wasn't. So anyway, I hope he's... Oh, here, I didn't give you... Did I do your moustache? Right, I'm going to do your moustache for you as well. Do that. Right now, just do a wee bit of moustache work here. There we go. And your eyebrows, let's just do a wee bit of trim there and a wee bit of trim there for you. There. Yes, I'm loving my life right now. I love my life. I love coming on here every day talking to you. I love making my videos. I love my dogs. And sometimes I sit here and I'm a bit depressed. And then I think to myself, what am I depressed about? I've got everything that I've ever wanted right here. You know, I don't long to be a millionaire. I don't long for fancy yachts and fast cars and all this. I'm a kind of simple, I like sitting out. See, if I sit outside in my wee rocking chair, that's heaven for me. Watching my pigeons chasing each other, things like that. I absolutely love. That's what I like in life, stuff like that. I'm a simple kind of person. In more ways than one, I suppose. I'm not that bright, but I have a lot of love in my heart for people. That's what I have. And back in the day, it was difficult for me to say no to anything, whereas now I can actually say no. And listen, there's nothing wrong with saying no, so never think you need to say yes to anything. If you don't want to do it, speak up and just say, no, I'm sorry about that, but no thanks. Yes, Shannon, I love it. I love the same. I love my house. I love sitting in my makeup room, just sitting looking at stuff. I love that. I love sitting here watching my pigeons. So if I can change my life around at this age, anybody can. So I want to thank you all very, very much for coming in and getting brushed today. And thank you again to whoever sent me all of this. It will be featured in videos. I will be doing videos with it. So I'm going to give you all a big kiss now. And I'm going to get you a glass of orange juice. Right, I'll get you a glass of orange juice. And I'll be back again tomorrow. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.